Right?
Are you going to explain how you do that?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Let's dive. I love that question. So we are going to do a hands-on, everybody, and I'll show you my work process here. I will show you my process exactly how I do this. I use a tool called Perplexity. Have you heard of Perplexity AI? Yeah. Man, you don't count, man. You don't count. You're outside. You're outside. All right. Perplexity AI. This is going to be your source resource. I don't know. This is basically better than ChatGPT. This is what we were using before ChatGPT integrated the web into itself. So this is Google on crack. All right. So somebody give me an example. What can we research here? Something.
What can we what?
Research. We're gonna do a research. So we're starting with research first of all.
Why did Trump introduce tariffs?
Oh no, that's too much. We're staying on Earth. That's it. That's Mars. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could use a situation at work where I'm trying to deliver websites earlier. So
Mhm.
how can we turn the turnaround time from 5 to 6?
That's deep.
That's
I will have to come over there. You guys will have to hire me to do that.
So do you mean you want a simple?
I just say a simple question. Let's pretend we're starting a business. Go ahead.
Let's just say top 10 consulting business in Saskatchewan.
Good question. Top 10 consulting businesses or company, right?
Yeah.
Companies
Either.
in Saskatchewan. In Saskatoon or Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan.
All right. Okay. This is how we're going to start a consulting business. Okay. This is how we're going to. All right. So here we have a whole list now of all kinds of. We got praxis. We got paradigm. Right, and it goes on and on and on. Right. We have 10 of them, right? Fraser, IIBC. Okay, peak performance, right? Cool. That's awesome, right? It gives you a list. That's great. But the cool thing I like about this thing, it's actually, look at this at the top here, sources. It actually gives you the sources. Better than Google, right? You don't, compared to Google, we'll be like, okay, I have to go click this, click that, click this, but instead we get a full, nicely done list. Boom. Right? That makes a lot more sense. Right? Tasks. So you can even do tasks here. I don't really use this, but you can add yourself some tasks here. But that's the first place I go to do research, is Perplexity. Right? And then from here, we can take these sources, put them into Notebook LLM. I was actually mentioning this. Notebook LLM. I don't know if you've heard of Notebook LLM. But Notebook LLM is one of those things that actually, what do I say? It will read any document, any video, anything you put into it. And check this out. So I'm going to copy this here. So yeah, so you can see here, it gave me some details on key firms, additional notable consulting firms, right? And I'm going to click on export, right? That's it. I'm just clicking on export, and I'm going to export this as a PDF. Done. Okay. So now I have my sources. Now I go into Notebook LLM, and I choose the top 10 consulting businesses in Saskatchewan PDF. Boom. All right. So now Notebook LLM is so smart. It is actually going to read that full document, and then I love this part. It is going to generate a podcast.
Mhm. Okay then.
Yeah.
All right.
It is actually going to generate a podcast that I can listen to based on this file that I uploaded. I can add as many files as possible. Go ahead.
I just think I just missed a step.
Yes.
Make sure I get it.
Yes.
So when you exported the PDF, where was that from? Were you already in Notebook LM or were you still in
So-
Perplexity
I went to Perplexity,
and you exported it? From
and
Okay.
this is, yeah,
Okay. That's-
and I
just
clicked
needed
on
to make sure
export.
that
It downloaded,
Yep.
and then I uploaded.
Great, thank you.
Right? So now, guess what? I don't have to read that whole PDF. I can now go ask the questions, be like, okay, tell me about IIBC. Because I think I saw something like that in that top 10 list, right? So here, number 7, IIBC. So I'm gonna ask Notebook LM, and Notebook LM is gonna go read that whole resource and give me something along the lines of, based on the resource, this is what you get. It's run number 7. Its location is Saskatoon, focused on specialty business consulting. I don't know. All right. So here's the other cool thing. If I click on this little one, it will actually direct me to where that's exactly in the source. So I know exactly where that's coming from. Right? Here's the other cool thing. We can actually go in here and add more sources. So I didn't go and explain too much about this, but with the sources, here we can upload a file. That's great. PDF, TXT, Markdown, audio, we can add audio as well. But look at this. You can add your Google Drive. You can add your Google Slides. You can add your website. You can add your YouTube. You can just copy paste some text as well. Right? So, what else can we do here?
So is the podcast ready now? Ready to go?
Not yet, but we are, oh yeah, it is ready. 11 minutes and 28 seconds. Who wants to listen to it?
Yeah, maybe not this time. Just
All right.
Specific stack of sources right here, picked out just for you.
Wow.
And we're diving into something pretty focused today. The consulting scene in Saskatchewan, looking at, well, how things stand in 2025 based on this material.
That's right. And our job really is to unpack what's in here for you.
Exactly. We want to help you get quickly.
Okay. I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. I'm just saying, no wonder these younger people are making so much money and they say it's just ChatGPT, we know. Like, the reason I wanted to listen to it is I
Yeah.
wanted to know how it will sound.
100%.
It made it into a conversation.
100%. And
Okay.
and here,
If I don't take anything out of this.
here's the other thing. You can make it interactive.
Oh.
You can be like, hey, I want to ask this.
Yeah, can I give you another, because now we don't know. I was just curious. She was like, when I was searching because I was doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Trying to follow you, but
Yeah.
like she said,
Yeah.
sometimes you are going a little bit faster.
Yeah, I know. I have for.
Now,
I work with go ahead.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but I am not, well, not that I struggle to follow,
Yeah.
but I want something more practical.
Yeah.
So can we switch this, because whatever we get from this, like this is nice,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So what I did here was that I said top 10 driving school. I have a driving school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just wishing we could switch that to driving school.
Oh,
And then because
yes.
Not
Yes.
that, not that, but because
Uh-huh.
I love the way this, because now when you have to pay, $5,000 to someone to, this is nice.
Uh-huh.
So if we
Uh-huh.
switch it, just because now I'm curious, I want to do that, but I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I don't know how to
Dr.
do
John.
what
I'm gonna need 5% of your company, okay? We're about to take your business to the next level. 5%. Somebody, we have witnesses here. All right. This is the deal. We're gonna start from scratch.
Okay.
We're gonna focus on driving school. Again, we can do this on any business. Any business. All right.
Sorry, before you start,
Yes.
is this a paid version that you have?
No, this is all free.
Yeah.
So far it's free.
Just
If
have-
I get to the paid stuff, I will tell you.
Okay, okay.
I will tell you. Yeah.
Please get to the paid stuff. Yeah, but I want to know what
Yeah.
exactly.
Don't
I'll just
don't
sign
worry.
it.
Don't worry.
Just have a call
We're
to
gonna-
driving school and
we're gonna get there.
So
We're gonna
we
do.
want-
Okay.
we want that.
All right.
Don't hide that from us. We want that.
Everybody. All right. We're gonna do this step by step. All right. We're gonna take a look at what are the top 10
Driving school in Saskatchewan.
driving schools companies in Saskatoon. All right.
Mhm.
But we're not gonna stop there. We're not gonna stop there. We're gonna say find all the differentiators or whatever, right? In or yeah, or similarities. Right? In similarities in each. Okay, here's the other thing we can. All right, here's a really cool trick that I've been using. You can actually dictate this guy, and you don't actually have to type. All right, so we'll do that next time. So I'm gonna, Dr. John, 5%. I'm telling you. So now Perplexity is gonna go research everybody, and it's gonna find those top 10 guys, and it's going to give us exactly what we need. Look, we have 18 sources, we have some images, and top 10 we have.
Oh, number one. Oh gosh. There you go.
There you go. This guy is already number one, so he doesn't need my help. He's good.
We might need to increase the percentage.
We have R&R, Safe Driving, Lee Professional, Safe Start, Driving School, right? All this. And look at, did you see that? Did you see that? It actually gave me the differentiators and similarities. Specialties in track driving, small professional family like atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. Affordable, effective truck drivers, right? Right? NB driving, class 1, class 3, alpha driving, SGI, right? So you can see here, it actually goes out there, actually finds, right? Our friend here is already top one, so he's good. Balanced in-car and classroom sessions, flexible scheduling. Do you know where it's getting all this information? From your website. So if you want to beef up your driving school, add more information to your website. Because if I click on this number 2 here, boom, I get to an article that's written that you posted sometime long time ago, in December. That's where it's grabbing it from. So you need to be writing more of these things, more of these, so that anybody who's searching top 10 driving schools in Saskatoon, guess what's going to happen? You're going to show up number one. Obviously, you show up number one because of this one article. Just one article, though. Now imagine if you had hundreds of those. All right, that's my 5% tip for you, okay? So we're going to take the sources. We're going to go at the bottom here. And we are going to, okay, look, they even have the similarities. Key similarities, SGI approval, experienced instructor, comprehensive training, positive student feedback. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, the only thing you don't do is truck driving, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, right? But you can see here, it's actually giving you a really, really good comprehensive table of how you're different from everybody else, which makes sense. So we're going to export that. I'm going to click on export and I'm going to click on PDF. And the PDF, boom, it's there, right?
Okay,
You can
I'm not seeing. Oh, okay.
It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. So now we're going to go to Notebook LLM again. We're going to do a podcast for him. So let me just go back here. Let me go back to Notebook. So when you're in Notebook, just click on Create New. This is all free. This is all free. And we're gonna do this one.
So that's in your
Upload.
downloads, right?
Yeah, it's in my downloads. Yeah. All right, so you can see how crazy this is,
It is.
and we haven't even scratched the surface. This is just the research part. We haven't even given him how to implement next level stuff. This is just the research.
It's shut down.
The research is you are here, the other people are here. That's the difference. Right? But now we're gonna say, okay, what is here? I love this thing. I love it. We're gonna say, okay, what are some ideas we can implement that have been implemented in other cities or companies, right? We can actually go back to Perplexity and ask that question. Be like, what are some of the hush, just do it. Let me just do it. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Is there a podcast is probably ready?
Mine is ready.
It's probably ready.
Yeah, I just want to listen to
Yeah.
what they will say.
Yeah, they will. They will tell us. The essential tools, blah blah blah. You guys already know this stuff, right? ChatGPT, Canva. I'm showing you some advanced stuff for note meetings, note taking meetings. Other AI, Firefly. That's your best bet. But that one is usually has to be integrated with Teams or Zoom. So your organization might not do that. So the strategy. So we were talking about what's the best way of recording meetings and so on and so forth. And we were talking about, hey, Otter or Firefly will be good if you have the permission to install it on your computer. That I use that all the time. You will record the meeting, give you a whole bunch of notes, and even give you action notes. But here's the tricky thing: if you are in an organization like Theo that doesn't allow you to download these tools, record the meeting, get the recording, put it into Notebook LLM, and then start asking a whole bunch of questions. Or you can put it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will give you a full breakdown.
Record the meeting how? On another device or?
On the same, yeah, just record in the same meeting room. You just record.
Sometimes you don't get a permission to do that. That's what I mean. Like
No, you just ask the person who's hosting the meeting to record it and send it to you. I don't want to throw you into the weeds, but you can still record it.
Okay. I really want to know though.
You want to know how?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of computer you have? PC or Mac?
Mac.
Oh, that's easy. You just QuickTime. Use QuickTime to record your meetings. You know how to use it?
I'll-
Right. Side note, this is a commercial break, guys.
Sorry.
So you open up QuickTime. You see at the top here is QuickTime. New screen recording. And then it's going to record everything that's on your screen.
And then it saves.
Yeah.
What is done.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the participants of the meeting don't know you are recording. Like when
No,
you
they
give
won't know.
permission.
Unless you tell them. But hacks.
So
I didn't tell you that.
So for QuickTime, do you have to download the app or you can just use it on the web browser?
For Mac, it's already there, but for PC, smart. You get maybe you have
Yeah,
an alternate one.
But you can use other ones.
There's other tools you can use. There's multiple
For the
tools. You can
disclaimer
use.
though, for privacy issues, reasons you don't record people without their consent though. I'm just asking for my
Here's the crazy
You
thing,
let
guys.
them know.
right. But you're not
Here's-
using that information. I just need it for my notes, not to take it public.
Yeah. Here's the crazy thing. People are using AI in interviews.
That's another one. No. Yeah.
The exact questions that the other person is asking, I'm getting the answers from AI and just reading from it.
How do you know? Oh, so I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, my boss at work just said, I just had an interview with someone earlier today, and I figured it was reading something. The person had glasses on, so you could show. But the thing is, it depends on how smart you are. Whoever is going to do that, you know, you're smart enough to know
Yeah.
how to
Your body
interact.
language.
But people can read your eyes, the way it's moving, right?
Yeah.
So you can use it if you're well prepared for the interview. You're good at what you're doing. You just need something
just a
to
prompt,
aid your
yeah.
prompt.
Mhm.
Then nobody will figure out. But you don't even know anything. I want ChatGPT to come and help you. As you're reading it, they will figure that.
Yeah,
out.
they'll
I've had that
see.
one before. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody that you just know.
You know.
Yeah.
There are so many tools.
But yeah. Okay. So let's go back to our driving school.
Yes.
Top 10 driving schools in Regina. We got Guru, Stepping Stones. All right, Regina. I'm gonna keep going here. And the key differentiators among Regina schools: multilingual instructors. 5%. I'm telling you, I can speak French. I can speak French. Huh?
You just went up to 15%.
Yeah. Right. Here, the only theory classes, for example, right? This guy's like, you know what? We're just gonna do theory. Pay for that. Right? Award recognition. Ooh. Specialized defensive driving. That guy is on something else. That's probably for seniors. People who are 80 and over. Right? Right? But who knows? People do look for that. Those are big. Those are massive.
You
If
should
you
really
know.
go for the class in one, John.
For the what?
A class in driving school.
Oh, okay.
People don't like them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you try for it, I think you'd get it.
Oh, okay.
The which?
So Klassen is partnered with pretty much all public school and Catholic school.
Oh.
But the Catholic school in particular have been trying to get that out, but there's no one to take it over.
Really?
Yeah. So
Well, it's because they have so many instructors, though, right?
yeah, but they also have multiple owners, so it's not all owned by the same person.
Okay.
It's owned by different people now.
So the Catholic system, they're trying to get someone?
Yeah, they're trying to get someone else to take over the
Huge.
Klassen driving school,
And
but it's just.
Yeah, but just that I'm not interested. That's the
Also,
problem.
This guy's doing too much. He's doing too much.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't take more. Yeah.
It's a good problem
If
to
you allow
have.
us employees.
Yeah.
No, if you
Yeah.
were looking for it, I was
Go ahead,
gonna
you.
like it.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They have called me several times.
You like that?
Sorry. Because I also have other businesses too, so I can't take more than certain the time.
Okay.
Then once you are committed, it's a problem.
Leadership skills. Sorry, I'm going to. Oh,
Redirect us.
sorry. I'm going to talk to Dr. John for a second. Whatever happened to delegation?
So industry is kind of specialized.
Yeah.
So before you can get, because what was going on in my head too was like, okay,
Yeah.
those ones you're talking about
Yeah.
probably have different drivers too.
100%.
Yeah.
But before he can hire
Mhm.
someone to come into his driving school, they must be certified.
Yeah.
And that
So I
certification
can't
now
delegate it.
is not fun.
So okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to dig in a little deep. Double click on this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who need jobs.
And that will
Why not you come and show them, hey, this is how you get certified, and as soon as you get certified, I'm gonna hire you.
Okay, so yeah, I will explain that.
Okay.
It's I love very good questions like
Yeah.
that. But you see, the driving school is more or less very not open. So when I got him to
Mhm.
driving school, I waited 5 years to be in the driving college. I was on waiting list for 5 years.
Wow.
And in those days, if it were today, I wouldn't go on a driving school now. Because then I didn't need to know anybody. I just need to wait on the waiting list, make sure I have a clean record, no ticket, no this and that. And then do the training school and then go for practicum with a high school. But now, today,
Yeah.
I don't have a license with a high school because I have other businesses. And if you have a license with them, they will force you to come to the school at certain time. I cannot do that. Yeah, so I'm not. So anybody that wants to get to the driving school college now have to have whoever is recommending you has to have a contract with an high school.
Wow.
So I don't. They have come and said, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So for me to recruit someone, it's a nice idea, like you said.
Yeah.
But then I need to go and get a contract with an high school, which I don't want to do.
Well, you don't have to do that first. You can train a few people first.
But I can't, except they go to the college. So it's like a
Too much politics. Anyways, we'll skip that part. You know. Go ahead.
So I have a question
Yes.
with tools like this.
Yeah.
So my challenge that I've had with AI is sometimes I'll dig into the sources and find out that it's not really accurate what is being displayed there. So is there an additional tool to verify what's there?
Yes and no. Yes and no. What we can do is we can grab all those sources, put them in Notebook LLM, and just be like, hey, Notebook LLM, do not lie. That's actually a prompt now. You can actually tell it to not lie.
It's not clear, it just
Right?
makes things up.
Yeah, exactly. It's making 100%. Tell it, do not lie.
So it has said that you lie sometimes.
We don't. Can we also?
It's called hallucination. It's not really lying. It's hallucination. Go ahead.
Another thing you can also do
Yeah.
is like once you give it a prompt and you get a response, just prompt it again by saying reflect on this response and try to improve on it. So then it's gonna have to essentially reread the whole thing and make sure everything actually aligns. So anything that doesn't align will automatically get kicked out.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good idea. Dr. John, this is a really good idea. Vehicle rentals for road tests. That itself will increase your revenue by at least another 15%.
Would you take 5?
Hey, that's what I'm negotiating. That's exactly what I'm negotiating. Right? So you can see now we just have so many ideas we can then implement from one prompt. And then we're not even done yet. We can then go back, right? And export this whole thing. Look, it even gave us like a really nice table and everything. Payment flexibility. All this is coming from guess what? All this is coming from their websites. You can just be like, yeah, I take flexible payments. It's on my website. But when you come in person, I don't know. Exactly. Exactly. Right? So now we're gonna add that to as a source here as well to the driving school in Regina. So now we have Saskatoon and Regina. Oh, podcast is ready.
Okay, let's unpack this. We are jumping straight into the world of driving schools in Saskatoon today.
Right.
And this deep dive, it's built entirely around the source material you shared with us.
Yeah, let me cut that off. So here, this is the interactive part. You can actually start interacting. You can join. You can do whatever.
Did you stop it?
Yeah, I stopped
I
it.
just have a question around there.
Yes.
Can you interpose your own voice to the podcast?
That's what I was gonna show you.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna show you. All right, you can actually join the podcast.
Oh.
So as a third person or as one of the two people?
I don't know if it works here, but you click on interactive mode here.
Yes.
And then you can actually, play the audio. You can join, right? Again, totally up to you how you want to do that. But if we click here, for example.
Okay, let's unpack this. We are jumping. Oh wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Hey, tell me about the driving school in Saskatoon that's actually the best.
Oh, that's interesting you say that. Do you have a particular school in mind or maybe a reason why you feel that way?
You see that? Anyways, we're gonna move on. There's so much to cover. So much to cover. Right?